What is happening, comic book fans? Guys, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you my comic book haul. This is episode 365. Yeah, it's happening, guys. We have officially reached 1000th issue for Detective Comics. I'm very curious to see out there which covers that you picked out because there was a ton of them. Scoundrel Gaming Superheroes Are My Life says, "Hi guys, what are you doing today?" And he's the first one to join us today, or actually there's three of you now. So thank you for watching, guys. Yeah, guys, like I said, this is the video series where each and every week I show you guys what I picked up at the comic book store, and it's a I want to say a monumental week with that Detective Comics issue 1000. So, of course, what I do here is I show you the mysterious black inside our comic books, of course, right? And, yeah, not a very heavy week for me. So, excuse me. So, maybe not as long as video as usual, but still, nevertheless, there were some cool comics that I picked up. So without further ado, guys, let's get started with this haul. So here we go. So we take the bag off of the comics. The bags go on the floor. And here we go. Just want to say, in Florida today, dude, it is super windy out there. It's like 25-mile-an-hour winds. It's like almost like a tropical storm out there today. So, first things first. Not a comic book, but I did managed to get this, I guess, magazine to kind of go along with the theme of Batman, I guess. It's the ultimate guide to Batman, as it gives you the history of Batman himself, all the movies, comics, things like that. So we get to see some of the stuff that came out. The cool stuff in there is seeing all those nostalgic comics in there, and then you also get to learn about the movies in here as well. Check out Batwoman in there. That's kind of cool, right? Or Batgirl. So yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. So this is really cool. Got this at your, at a grocery store or whatever it is. You could probably find this, or just at a local bookshop. So that's the ultimate guide to Batman. All right. So first on the official comics showing is the Superior Spider-Man. This is issue 4. This is War of the Realms is coming in 1 week. So guys, you know that next week War of the Realms is coming out. Who's picking that up? Are you buying any of those crossovers? Let me know in those comments, guys. I'll be picking up the main event, and then I'll probably pick up the crossovers for the books that I actually read, okay? So here's some of the interior artwork. It looks like we're dealing with the aftermath of Terrax in this book. We officially get Anna Marie Marconi, as she is going to be kind of like the sidekick to Superior in this one. So yeah, I think it's going to be kind of cool. We'll see what happens with it. I just don't know the true direction or what's going to happen going forward with Superior Spider-Man. I just hopefully has like this true purpose in it, right? So we'll see where it goes. But this is the Superior Spider-Man. This is issue 4. And Slime joins us, and he says, I don't pick up Detective Comics, but if I had to pick a cover, I would have gotten the Ross or Steve Root covers. Yeah, there's an insane amount of covers out there. Unfortunately, I wanted to get one of those Art Germ covers, and it didn't happen. It wasn't there. So I just picked up, I'll show you soon, one cover in particular that I liked. And I just like, that's it. That's all I'm buying. Because I wasn't going to spend $10 a piece. That gets pricey there. All right, next on the list is one of my favorite DC books right now. And this is Shazam. This is issue 4. It says prisoners in the wildlands. So we got to visit the Funlands in the very first issue. And then now we got separated into the wildlands. And I think there's another group in the game lands, which is a video game world. I think Shazam is a lot of fun. I think the artwork is good too. Jeff Johns is doing a nice job on this so far. So yeah, we get to explore like this wildlands, and you got this tiger guy that's waking up in bed. Like the human race over there. I think that's actually kind of hysterical. Look, you got this whole tiger with all like safari animals, right? Like elephants and pelicans and bears and tigers and all kinds of stuff. This looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I love all the crazy facial expressions. It looks like we're going to be bouncing back and forth between the fun lands and all these other places as well. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun, guys. So this is Shazam. This is issue 4. 8 viewers watching, guys. Thank you so much. Scoundrel Gaming says, "Oh, Mike, if you have kids, just to let you know, Spider-Verse is out, and as well as Aquaman." That is correct. I do have kids. My kids did see Into the Spider-Verse. Loved it very much. I asked them to go see Aquaman in a dollar theater. They had no interest whatsoever. So maybe I'll just see it on my own. But they loved Into the Spider-Verse. So it's a good stuff. All right. So moving forward now, we have Batman Beyond. This is issue 30. This is the variants cover for that series. This is a really nice cover. I just love how Terry's kind of poking through his own symbol there, or he's like a hologram or whatever the case may be. I don't know. He just looks super pissed off. But in this issue now, we get to deal with the aftermath of the Joker. The Joker's finally dead. He died of a heart attack. So we assume, right? But as I open this up, you come across a Joker here. So I don't know what's going to happen here. Looks like maybe it's into the future. It's an epilogue of the final joke. So the story actually continues. So what's going to happen, though? Is there's going to be a Matt? Is there going to be a Robin? Is there going to be, are these guys going to be working together? Is they going to be separated? I don't know. Who knows? But the artwork is really good in this series. I love it. I appreciate all of you guys out there that have been recommending this series to me, saying that it was a solid series, and I definitely agree. This particular issue, though, is not done by Brett Booth. It's done by Doc Shaner, so you're going to expect some different artwork, and it's kind of funny seeing a balding Joker. He's got no hair in the back, so that's kind of funny. So I'm curious to see what this epilogue has to offer for its readers, and this is issue 30 of the series. All right. Let's see. Next on the list, here is my Detective Comics. This is issue 1000. Obviously, of the price of $9.99. Decided to get this particular cover. I thought this one was really cool. It's just nostalgic for me. I just love the artwork. I love how Joker's coming out of the genie thing, genie lamp there, and he is like the genie, and he's like gonna kill Batman and Robin. So that was really cool. The one thing I do know is that if you read Action Comics, you can expect this book to be just like that. There's going to be a bunch of short stories, different writers paying tribute to the to Batman. Okay, so that's what you're going to have here. Slime says you can't go wrong with the Bruce Timm cover either. Animated series Batman is my favorite Batman. You're absolutely right. Had to go. I mean, it was just out of all the ones, they all looked cool. But yeah, Bruce Timm, man, it's totally, it's freaking dope, right? So yep, here we go. So there's some of the different type of art styles you can expect in all these different stories. Whether these stories are for you or not, or you just want to literally collect this just to collect it, you know, it's up to you. But there's a lot of reading to do in this Detective Comics. Issue 1000, find your story in here. So hopefully it touches on the future stories as well. All right. So next we're going to move forward, and I wound up getting Rags, this is issue 1 of 7. This is the third print of this series. I've been wanting to get my hand on this series for a long time because it's just got a lot of speculation, but also I heard it was a pretty good story, and I want to see what it's all about, what people are raging all about. Is it because it's the girl, because she's in a bikini and she's fighting zombies and she's got a gun? Or is it because it's the actual story? Again, this is third printing. This is from Antarctic Press. And so here's some of the artwork if you haven't seen the interior artwork to this series. So it's like a just sitting there beating up zombies. I have no idea what the story is about here and what's going to happen going forward. If I can get my hands on issues 2 and 3, I don't know, but it is black and white with a tint of red. So it looks like there's like reds, there's some primary colors in here. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with this. So this is Rags issue 1 from Antarctic Press. Joshua Anderson joins us. Welcome. Joshua, thank you. And he says, I got 5 Detectives comics today. I'm happy. Happy Batman Day. So congratulations on landing your 5 Detective comics. I think, a lot of Batman fans out there are going to go out there and pick up those Detective comic covers because, it's a big day. And if you're a fan and you want to spend your money on that, that's great. All right. So next, moving forward, we have Heroes in Crisis. This is issue 7. I want something to happen in this book. I don't know where you guys fall with Heroes in Crisis, if you dropped it, if you're still reading it, but there is still 2 issues left. Hopefully now we'll get some, answers to our questions. We'll get some action instead of people just standing around talking all day. But this is a pretty page. And it looks like Clayman is back on the artwork on here. So that's really nice. You got Wally West in there as well. And then you got Harley smashing Booster Gold in there too for your opening pages. But I always love the artwork when you have Clayman on here. Harley looks great. Batgirl looks great. I just love it. It's just so phenomenal. I'm trying to find maybe a good page on here. There's some crazy stuff. There's a lot of fighting that looks like that's going on in this issue between Harley and Booster. So we'll see where this one goes. Again, I was disappointed in the last issue. I'm up to here when it comes to Heroes in Crisis, but I'm still optimistic about it possibly turning around. So this is Heroes in Crisis. This is issue 7. Scoundrel Gaming says, I'm definitely moving to Seattle. They have 3 comic book stores that I know of there are really great. I've only been to 1, but next time when I hang out with my uncle again, we will see the other 2. He laughs about it. That's cool. I had 3 shops, 1 closed. My shop that I go to every week is a little bit smaller. And the one major shop that's been around since like the 80s is called Acme Comics. It takes up like a small shopping plaza. It is huge. This place has got life-size statues. It's got back issues by the billions. But I don't go there because they tend to overcharge people stuff. And I like the smaller one. It's not as overwhelming. And they're really nice and personable to me. And that's why I go there. All right. So next on the list today is Avengers. This is No Road Home. This is issue 7, guys. I'm looking forward to this one because maybe we'll get away from Conan a little bit. I don't know. The last one focused so heavily on Conan the Barbarian. I was just like, man, it interrupted and took you away from the main story. Now, if you're a Conan fan, that's okay. But I want to get back to like the meat of this story, right? And it looks like Nyx makes her appearance back in the book, and she looks like she is collecting those shards so she can get her powers back as well. So that's pretty cool. Spectrum's in this book as well as she's trying to fight alongside, our heroes to try to defeat Nyx as she is light. So it's like light versus dark. And then here's some artwork with Immortal Hulk and Hawkeye. Their character interactions, really cool, guys. I love Immortal Hulk in here And I just love how he messes around with Clint throughout the series. So that's really good. So that's Avengers. This is No Road Home, issue 7. All right, 12 viewers, guys. Thanks for watching. They got 3 thumbs up. Again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, everybody. All right, and Scoundrel Gaming says, oh, just so you let you know, I'll be busy with sports, and while I go to my dad's house in the summer, so I won't be able to match up with the live streams. That's all right. I'm fine with that. Whenever you can watch videos, that is fine, right? I got to teach tennis all summer, so my schedule is quite busy during the summertime, and it makes it difficult to actually make videos at that time. I kind of have like an abbreviated schedule during the months of summer because I work every single morning. All right, so moving forward, we go on to issue 18, and this is The Amazing Spider-Man. This is The Hunted. This is part 2. Cool cover as you get to see Spider-Man in there with some villains, and they're all being hunted. And at the end of the last issue, you wind up seeing that there's like these hunter robot cravens going after all these villains and whatnot. How are these hunters programmed? Like, who's controlling them? I don't know, but I'm looking forward to this storyline. Hopefully the plot thickens and we understand what's going on. See, like I said, you have all those robot cravens hunting everybody, and you see all the villains, including Spider-Man there, running the way. Humberto Ramos does the artwork for this particular story, and I feel like Humberto Ramos has been on more of these Amazing Spider-Man issues than Ryan Ottley. So do you guys in the comments feel that Ryan Ottley is a right fit for the Amazing Spider-Man title, because he's kind of slow at doing his artwork? He can't seem to keep up with the pace, and that's why we have so many rotating artists in here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this story. I want to see more of the plot here and what goes on. It looks like you're going to get to see the robot Kraven in here. So this is going to be, I am really much looking forward to that. That's awesome stuff right there. And maybe that particular robot is programmed to hunt a certain villain. So we'll see. Tevia joins us on the live show. He says hi. Thank you, Tevia, for joining. All right, right here for this live comic book haul. Next is Superman Action Comics. This is issue 1009. I like this cover. I think this one is cool. You got Clark sitting there, exposing the S, getting ready to do battle to save Jimmy and to save, well, no, that's Amanda Waller, and save Lois. It's been okay, this series. I don't find myself all that much into it, though. I am curious about this whole Leviathan thing of what's going on. Lyric Magic Moment says, hi, Mike. Looks like Amazing Spider-Man is getting good again. And Tevia says, I've been burned out with Action Comics. It's so boring. I think that this Leviathan series is something that could be interesting, something that might be worth reading. The end of the last issue had a pretty cool cliffhanger here. Here's one funny moment that I'm going to show you where Lois is punching out Amanda Waller. Now that's cool. Come on, you got to admit that, right? That's good stuff right there. So we'll see how this all pans out, what happens with Lois's dad and whatnot. And it looks like we got the Question makes his appearance in the issue 2. So yeah, this could be a better issue, Again, I'm not really on the Bendis bandwagon when it comes to Action Comics or Superman, but it's not horrible either. I've definitely read worse, aka the Doomed series from that New 52 when Superman slowly turned into Doomsday. Now that was bad. All right. So let's see. Tevia says, I've been burned out with action. Yep. Scoundrel, Tevia says that Scoundrel Gaming superheroes are my life. Indeed, it was amazing. Tevia, that was funny. Okay, cool. Question, what happened in that whole Red Cloud arc? I don't even remember. I don't even know. Because I didn't care about the Red Cloud arc. I didn't care about that villain either. So, all right, next on the list, guys, we talk about Transformers. This is issue 2. I got this variant because I thought, it's cover B. This one is just awesome because this is before the war, okay? You can see that there's no Decepticon symbol on here. And Megatron is kind of just doing some rallying at this point because he has different views than Optimus Prime, which is by the name of Orion Pax at that time. So it looks like we might see the beginning of the of the whole thing when it comes to the war, right? You know, you could get people that rally around Megatron and they form the Decepticons and they fight against the war of Cybertron and stuff like that. Hopefully it leads to that. So yeah, really great cover. That's what Lyric Magic Moment says. So that's really cool. And then you get to see the whole thing unfold by this guy by the name of Rubble. We get to see, you know, he's newly formed robot here. And Prowl's in this one too. So here's some more of the artwork in here if you guys have not checked out the first issue of Transformers. So here's some more of this artwork. It's not overly detailed. I think it's kind of simplistic for a Transformers comic. But what I do like is that they don't crowd it with a ton of dialogue. And they have done that in the past with IDW issues when it's come to Transformers. So if you haven't read issue 1, go ahead because it's a perfect jumping on point. So this is the Transformers issue 2. Hail Megatron. All right. What do we got here? So we have Draken Slayer Silver Claw 0 says, I'm skipping the Bendis Superman event this summer. Yeah. I don't know. It's probably going to take all summer to tell that story. And Scoundrel Gaming says, sweet, I got to learn more about DC. Does anybody have good reading suggestions? I have Death in the... That's great. There's a ton of Batman stuff if you want to read it. If you've never read, like, The Death of Superman, go ahead and read that. That's 90s fun. Anybody in the comments out there, you know, go ahead, recommend to Scoundrel Gaming, you know, what type of books that you would like them to read. You know, it just depends what you like. If you're a fan of Batman, go ahead, read Batman stories. And then if you like Superman, because Batman and Superman team up, you can read that. Sometimes you might want to read Justice League stuff, you know. So it just depends, you know. Try different things. Teen Titans is... All right, I'm back. So there's all kinds of different stuff out there for DC that you can check out, you know. One of the first things I ever read for DC Comics was actually... Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. No, not Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. Just Green Lantern. And then I read into the Kyle Rayner series. And I have all those issues. Because I was not a huge DC fan myself while growing up. I was just gravitated all to Marvel stuff. So that's why my DC history sucks. Honestly, I don't know much about DC history at all. Hal Jordan... Kyle Rayner, I know. Some stuff about Nightwing. Some stuff about Batman. Superman, I know. But really, outside of those main characters, I know jack. I just know as far back as New 52. And that's it. So, yeah. All right. So, let's see. Lyric Magic Moment says, that Green Lantern run was so good. So, you're talking about the Kyle Rayner series? Yeah, if that's what you're talking about, yeah. I love that. I love that. Parallax, you know, freaking Hal Jordan was awesome, dude. So cool. All right, guys. New #1 this week. Dial H for Hero. Got the variant cover for this because it's got all these characters in here, right? They're just like, holy crap, who the freak are all these people, right? And so I was like, I had to pick this one up. And if you guys have followed my channel for a long time, you know I was making fun of this Dial H ads that were in the DC comics because every time I would be like, okay guys, here's the interior artwork for the book and stuff like that. There was Dial H. There was Dial H. There he was. Every single book. And I was like, I ain't gonna freaking buy Dial H. But I got a recommendation that this book was actually really good. So I'm definitely wanted to give it, you know, the benefit of the doubt here. You know, I think this Wonder Comics line has probably been the best line that DC has come out with this year. And so I think I might actually like this. You know, when it comes to Young Justice, that's part of that line, which for me, it's okay. It's not horrible. Wonder Twins, okay, right? What's the other one? That Naomi, I think Naomi's really good. But it's, you know, we'll see what happens with Dial H. I'm looking forward to it. Check this out, though. I'm going to show you one page. This is cool. I am Monster Truck. Who is that? Is that a new guy? Could this be a first appearance? And could this be the next DC hero that you guys have been looking for your entire life? It's Monster Truck. That's funny. That's something you would see from like Liefeld, right? Oh, it's so cool. I like it just because of that guy. That's awesome stuff right there. All right, so let's see. Dial H. Tevia doesn't care. Tevia loves Young Justice. And Tevia's like, I have no idea who Monster Truck is. yeah. Slime says Monster Truck has the Liefeld headpiece. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. That's truly who he's making fun of. Because he's got no pupils. He's got the headpiece, the big teeth, right? It's so funny. It's so hilarious. All right. So next, we have on the list Ice Cream Man. This is issue 11. So we have this right here. This has to do this time around with like a reality show. And it looks like someone is going to be trapped in the reality show. And so, yeah, this book is twisted, you know? It's kind of sick. It's like they delve into kind of the mythos of where Ice Cream Man came from and like his cousin or where he came from and whatnot. And now it looks like we're going back to these short stories here. So I don't know what to expect. But it could be really good. But at times this book is just really weird. But I continue to read it because it's just something different out there for the readers. So that's Ice Cream Man. This is issue 11. And then, last but not least this week, guys, I wound up getting a Venom Lethal Protector issue 3. I have issue 1. I don't have issue 2, but I wound up finding issue 3 at the store. It's in really good series. It's a really good shape. That's what I meant to say. And I think this is the first appearance of Scream. I'm going to see if I can find it. But again, yeah, it's in really good shape. It's like in almost like excellent condition here. Oh, and this time this book has glossy pages. So we get to see here. So we got glossy pages in there as well. So let me see if I can find. Mark Bagley does the artwork in here. So we get to see some Bagley artwork. Really nice. I love that stuff. Let's see if I can find where possibly Scream could be to make sure. Again, more great artwork. I think it's good stuff. Lyric says, I love the old pickups. I wish I could buy more this week. I was a little bit short on the cash this week, so I couldn't go overboard with it. But I had to pick up this book because I saw it there, and I'm just like, dude, I have to buy this one here. So, a lot of pages for this book. Still don't find it, though. No, maybe it's in the next issue, because they only have her, like, right here in that back page. So, yeah. So, that's where they have it, but I don't see her. Anyway, it's still a cool book to have, and I'm going to look it up and see what the significance of that issue is. Slime says, are you not much of a Daredevil fan? That new series is on issue 3, and it's has Giacchetto artwork. I know you liked his work on the early issues of Old Man Hawkeye. You know, a lot of people have been asking me about Daredevil, and I might have to check it out because, you know, a lot of people have been saying it's good, so I might have to. I did like those issues of Old Man Hawkeye, and I definitely might have to check it out. I'm not a huge Daredevil fan. I'm trying to remember which run I really enjoyed. Was it Mark Waid's run? No, it was the run before that, I think. That was really good. But I've never been a huge fan of him. But I do have some back issues of Daredevil. I have like the death of Elektra, the first death of her, and then I have a few back issues as well. That Daredevil run is getting good reviews, and Scoundrel Gaming says his Is his run on Daredevil bloody and violent? Enjoy that stuff. Well, God, no, Marvel Comics always goes so dark and so, you know, they don't go overboard with blood and killing and stuff like that. They show a few things. But yeah. So, Antevia says, any opinion on Heroes in Crisis? Because I read it and dear God, it's a complete train wreck. Well, I showed it on here. I have not read it. All I can say is that I saw a fight happening between Booster and Harley, and I don't know anything else about that. But I'm hoping that it turns around and for the better. I'm optimistic that it closes very strong. So we'll see what happens. All right. So, guys, there you have it. There is the haul for the week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And now it's your turn. If you haven't yet, when this video is over, please put in the comments below on what books you picked up, which Detective Comics books you picked up. And fans, until that next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer saying thank you for watching. And I just wanted to let you know before you guys go, there probably won't be a top 5 review show this week, because when I record it tomorrow, I won't be home. I will be on a field trip at Animal Kingdom with my daughter. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow instead of reading my books and doing my review show. So I apologize about that. If I can get any individual review shows up, I will definitely try to do that, but no top 5 this week. But look forward to an anticipated comic show that will be aired at Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks, guys, for the love. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you all real soon. Take care, everyone.